Yo, what's up, everybody? It's now Monday, July the 24th. It's been a pretty long time since I've made you guys a video update, but Bitcoin is doing exactly as I've been predicting for about 35 days now, where I think it's going to head to the $28,000 region. So today I'm going to give you guys a really detailed technical analysis from only a technical perspective of what's going on with Bitcoin. I'm also going to talk about some of the heavy hitters this month so far that's allowed me to be at about $19,000 of pure profit this month when it comes to day trading, with only $165 of losses. It's hard for people to believe that I can go on these crazy win streaks that happens all the time. And this is actually considered a very slow month for me, where $20,000 is a very slow month for a professional trader that's been doing this for about 8 years now. Because when you think of a bull market, in a bull market, you're gonna make like $200,000-$300,000 a month when you are a consistent day trader, when you have acquired the skills that I have, when you've had 2 bull market experiences under your belt, 2 bear market experiences under your belt as well. So I've had 8 years to learn so much about day trading, and I kid you not, I'm so excited for this upcoming bull market. In 2021, I absolutely killed it for the people that have been with me for a long time. I was pulling in like $200,000-$300,000 a month, and that was insane. I had some really big wins, like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. And then my biggest loss was $100,000 in August when I was trading $1.4 million on Axis. But ever since then, I've developed these crazy strategies that has allowed me to short parabolic coins with certain criteria met. So I've now developed like these really fine-tuned strategies that are designed exactly for this bull market. So if you're with me in the Discord group, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been sharing a lot of my strategies. So let's get right into Bitcoin, guys. I want to talk about what's going on very briefly with Bitcoin, and also what to expect in the future as well. So before we get into that, I'm going to show you guys straight up from my Binance account, right in my wallet, on my P&L, because I'm one of the most transparent traders that people know in crypto space. I've been around a long time. I'm one of those names that you can trust. And my goal is to ultimately share my experiences, my strategies, and my everything, my knowledge, my wisdom that I've acquired over 8 years. And I want to see other people do really well as well, because I wish I had this experience. I wish I had this knowledge. I wish I had somebody like, for example, myself, that helped me 8 years ago, that had all this technical analysis information on a YouTube where I could have really learned from it. Had I had this information back then, I would have probably taken off years off of my day trading, and I would be at a much higher level. So this is my P&L for Binance from July 1st to July the 24th. So you can see that I'm up a net profit of $18,864 with an average win rate of about 75%. But this is wrong, because even some days when you don't trade, it can still show up as negative. So my average profit, if you take out all those days, it's about $1,000 per day, which is really good. I've taken some gigantic wins this month. For example, on July the 13th, I took a $7,400 profit. So this is how my P&L has been breaking down. So for example, the 20th, $1,000, then $460, $844, $2,100, then today, $1,500. This is how the P&L graph has been looking, starting from zero, and it's been going up very steadily to the upside. And let me just show you very quickly the details here. So starting with zero over here, right? I don't want to go back. Actually, I will. Starting from zero right here, okay? So first 2 days, I pretty much took losses, very small. And then after that, they started to get really big, the wins. $2,900 win, and then basically 5 days of no trading, and then 633, $7,400. That was a big day. 1,900 on those days, and then 0, and then 184, 0, and then these days they added up to a lot. I basically went from 13,900 to 18,900. So that added up to $5,000. So this month is slow. 18,900, not that much to my standards, because this is the kind of profit that I would be making in one day in a bull market. And some of the really popular coins were, for example, XRP, because of the news with the court case where they ruled that that XRP was not a securities, so they defeated their case against the SEC. Screw you, Gary Gensler. And because of that, we saw an exponential and parabolic rally on XRP, and that's where I made the $7,400 profit. I actually missed the entire long to the upside, but I'm going to show you guys really briefly one of my favorite strategies for catching a really good short position. So you can see XRP, it reached the peak over here, right? It did literally like a 100% gain that day. But if you scroll really, really far to the outside, you can see that over here, we had some major resistances dating back in 2022, February, and also March of 2022 as well. So because of that, we see that there is a possibility of a possible bull trap when we reach that specific point. So I was watching it on a very low time frame, and as soon as I saw it reach that point and that it rejected coming back to the downside, bear with me here, gotta scroll back a little bit because we're on the minute time frame. Actually, I'll just go to the 5-minute time frame to make it easier for you to see. So as soon as I saw this rejection where it tried to break to the upside, let me go to bar replay right over here. Let me go to the minute, actually the 30-second time frame. That's where I was playing it. So it went up there and then it tried to break it to the downside, right? It rejected. There was a trend line that formed like that. And as soon as the trend line ended up breaking down, I ended up shorting that. And this 30-second wick dropped 7.5%. So I was playing $150,000. So I took in about a 4 to 5% profit on that trade. So the key thing to take away from what I'm showing you here is once you identify a resistance and then you identify a slope support, if the resistance gets rejected, and then after that you see the slope trend line breaking downwards, that's going to signal to you for an opportunity to short. And then other than that, I took in today $4,000 of profit on OGN. So here's my OGN profit here. This worked out very well. I showed it with my Discord group. This is in 24 hours just from yesterday to today. So about $4,000, lost a few, but that's all right. You got to lose some to gain some, okay? So that's a huge profit. Really happy with that. So this one here, OGN, made some really good moves today. And I'll show you guys some of the ones that it made, okay? So I didn't actually catch any of this at all going to the upside. None of it. But what I did catch was a gigantic drop to the downside. So generally what happens is I'm a very conservative trader, and when you see a gigantic rally to the upside, and then if you missed all of it and a drop happens, what usually happens after is there's a pattern that forms. And then once the pattern breaks down, there's a continuation. So what I like to trade is the continuation pattern because there's a lot less risk. And because there's less risk, you get more confirmation. So your win rate goes up. Your probability of winning that trade highly goes up as well. And just generally speaking, the confidence of this trade winning is really high because you're getting that confirmation. So a lot of people will try to short this top, okay? They're going to try to short this top and they're going to try to catch it at the top. But you don't know if it's actually going to drop or not. You don't know if it's going to go up. You don't know if it's going to go down. If you happen to catch at the top, honestly, just pure luck and nothing else, okay? But so if you risk it going to the upside and you short, you're screwed because it can go parabolic. So what you want to do instead is you want to wait for these types of patterns to form. Let a drop happen, let a pattern form, and then once it forms, it's a continuation down. And as you can see, after this drop right here, it fell down 13%. So that's how I was able to keep trading these setups. On top of that, I also shorted this break as well. See this slope trend line support that formed? I ended up trading that. I kept trading this one as well, where every time it got near this slope trend line going down, there was a resistance. There were opportunities to short it all the way to the downside. And because that happened so well, I was able to make a gigantic profit on these trades. I'm telling you guys, the bull market, it's coming up, man. This is gonna come whether it's so hot in here. I apologize if I'm looking like I'm just a hot mess right now. So the bull market's coming and you gotta have a strategy ready. If you don't have a strategy ready, you're going to be left behind. What I always recommend to people is watch professional traders. Watch my content, take my course. It doesn't mean you have to copy exactly my strategies, but once you see them, you adopt them to your own strategies and you incorporate your own trading style as well. So right now I've got a really good deal going on that you guys really need to take a look at, okay? I don't have any more of the physical books right now, but what I do have is the PDF copy that I'm gonna give to you. And then when I get back to Istanbul, because right now we're in the summer house in Bodrum, we get back to Istanbul on October the 1st, and I'm gonna send you guys the books from there. So a lot of people have sent me pictures of their books and when they get it, and they are incredibly happy because it comes in a book package. So what you're gonna get, take a look at the link below and DM me for one of the craziest deals that I'm gonna give you. Okay, there's only about 45 copies left when I get back to Istanbul, and that's it, okay? And this was only 15 when I came to Bodrum. I've got to update this. So what you're gonna get is, first of all, I was voted #1 trader at Bitcoin.com in 2018 because I pulled in a few $1 million of day trading profits. So they voted me the #1 trader at Bitcoin.com, which was awesome. So this package comes in 4 components. What you're gonna get is the Ultimate Bull Market Strategy Guide online course. It's 25 hours over 41 lessons that teaches you my exact strategies that I've been talking about in this video. It's also gonna give you a lifetime private Discord membership to my private Discord trading group where there's lots of people in it that are like-minded. Imagine being in a group of people that were like unmotivated, or they were all newer traders and they didn't really care about trading much, they didn't know too much. The chances of you growing in that group is probably not too high. But imagine if you surround yourself in a group with a lot of professionals, with a lot of people who are profitable as well, that are learning with me, that know my strategies. You're in a group with like-minded people. Eventually, you're gonna average yourself out to the group settings because you will be a product of your environment. If you're around successful people, you will ultimately become successful yourself as well. And that's what my Discord group is for. It's got thousands of hours of content. I live stream. There's lots of recorded trades. I'm there every single day and answer questions. You're also gonna get this book sent out to you in a PDF copy for now. And then in October the 1st, I'm gonna send you the physical book package. You're also gonna get entered into an all-exclusive trip to Istanbul, Turkey for 3 days to come hang out with me so we can trade together and see Istanbul together. So right now, this package normally goes out. Oh, by the way, you can see what people are saying about it as well. There's like lots of testimonials from multiple students of mine. You can also see what the course outline has to offer you. Tells you every single course and what it goes over exactly as well. You can also see the book contents as well. This is the table of contents. And then normally it goes for $9.95, okay? About $1,000. But DM me on Twitter. I want to give you a deal that you can't refuse because I think it's time for you to invest in yourself. So using these strategies of mine that you would see in the course, that you would see in Discord, that's how I was able to make a lot of money today on OGM. That's how I was able to make a lot of money on XRP. That's how I'm able to be up $20,000 this month from day trading alone. So that's pretty awesome. So let's get into Bitcoin really briefly. I'm going to show you guys my quick thoughts on here. I don't want to keep you for too long. But if you take a look back, as I've been saying for a long time now, Bitcoin has been at this resistance for a few weeks now, okay? So we see that this has held since January of 2021. We also see it held in May, June, July of 2021. It also held for a 1 full month period over here as well. It also hit it once here in April, and then we were also lingering here for how many days now? We were lingering here for about 33 days, and then we finally broke below that $29,700 support that has been holding on for a long time. And I know that you guys have been watching me, and for the people that have been, you know that I've been calling this for a very, very long time now. And because I've been calling it for a really long time, it finally happened. My accuracy is quite high for Bitcoin. So where is this going to ultimately land? most likely right down to this sloped support that I expect it to hit probably by the end of, I'm gonna say August or so. By the end of August is most likely to hit it, or sometime in August for sure. So I don't know where exactly it's gonna land, but I'm gonna guess somewhere between about $28,000 plus or minus $500. So it could be higher, could be a little bit lower than 28,000, but right around there. And this is a period I'm going to accumulate a fairly heavy amount. So I'm gonna definitely buy a few more Bitcoins and also start stacking more altcoins. Now there's a chance that it's gonna completely fall through, or there's a chance that it's gonna make an ascending triangle, probably just reaching in here, just kind of filling in here all the way till October. And then for October, November, December, basically Q4 of this year, we're gonna launch to the upside, and then leads up to the halving, huge Bitcoin accumulation. As we all know, after the halving, historically, we only go up from there. So these are my thoughts, guys. I think Bitcoin's gonna hit $28,000 as I've been calling for a while now, and I really look forward to having a lot of you guys as my students. Please DM me today for an awesome deal. I want you to invest in yourself. I want to see a lot of you as my students that will also share the same success with me as well. So anyways, have yourselves a great day. Thank you very much for watching me. If you enjoy this content, make sure you're hitting the like and the subscribe button always, because it helps me a lot. Have yourselves a great day. Thank you very much. And I look forward to having a lot of you as my students. Bam!